Let's do this. I'm so excited, you guys. I can you guys hear me okay? I'm using my cheap mic. But all the less. The other one wasn't I didn't try it today. But I've been wanting to come on here and do a reading and like sitting in my chair, uncomfortable, and I haven't been able to do it because I have not uploaded Windows 11. So a lot of things wasn't working, and I have been uploading on my tablet and not been able to come on here to do a reading for all the signs. And we just had a full moon, and on the 3rd yesterday. So I was going to do a little reading on that. It's a full moon in Cancer yesterday, and I was going to do a little reading on that. And I've been procrastinating because I didn't want to go sit over there or whatever on my tablets. I wanted to be here, right? I don't know. For some reason, I like being here. And I plugged in my camera today, and it works. Imagine that. Imagine that. Sometimes things just fix themselves. You know what I mean? Sometimes things just fix themselves. But anyways, the angels are here to help us too. So energetically, the angels are always here to help us, right? So today's angel is Archangel Ariel. No, Archangel Gabriel. It is time for you to assume your leadership and lovingly guide others. And I'm wearing orange today. And I was wearing orange yesterday. Hello, everybody. Say hello. And if you guys want a personal message, you can get one. Donate 1111, and I can do a personal message today here for you guys on this channel right now. All right. So if anybody wants a private, not a private, but a personal message, 1111. Energy giving, receiving. So anyways, I'm here to help everybody, elevate and also overcome difficult things, which is the next card. Not the next card, but one that's here too, right? So I'm here. I'm an angel healer. I'm an energy healer. Energy healer. Energy is everything. So energy is everything in our body. Our mind is energy. Our physical body is energy. Our spirit is energy. We're all a bunch of energy. So when that energy is off, we're off. Okay. So we're not functioning right if we don't know that. So anyways, it's good to be guided. I'm not here to predict nothing. I'm not a predictor, although I can predict things sometimes, but I don't like it. I am psychic and I am very intuitive. And anyways, I'm back, guys. Welcome to 2026. I'm still here. I started this 2017 or 2018. That's when I started, in August 2018. And I'm still here. Been healing, been helping others heal. And yeah, this channel, I have another channel, Cast Love 420. That's my personal channel. And it's where I do a lot of more fun stuff. But over here, we're here to help each other heal and get over grief, and not get over, but like learn how to deal with it, learn how to deal with our life, stuff like that. Anyways, we have Archangel Rahu. Everything is happening how it's supposed to with hidden, right? Everything is happening right how it's supposed to right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. I seen a quote today that said there was a tree, and then there's a tree, and then it said something trauma, and then you got to get to the root of it. And that's what we do here, is get to the root of it, and then we help heal each other, and we learn how to cope and stuff. And we have Archangel Jeremiah, overcoming difficulties. Archangel Jeremiah says, the worst is now behind you. You are surmounting and changing or healing anything that is unbalanced in your life. And you will, and underneath that is victory, okay? So you will be victorious in that. Archangel Senepo, your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith, okay? So that reminds you of that. So it's asking you, the last card here is being gentle with yourself. And next one is chakra, but we're not going to do all of those, but that's just like an idea, is when our energy is off, we focus on that chakra and that energy, whether it's our mind that's off, our heart that's off, the energy of our heart is off, our mind, our vision, our intuitive vision, our body's not feeling good. Like all of those are energies, and we are very powerful human beings if we listen to the guidance. And, you know, we have to love ourselves. And a lot of times we don't. So once we learn to love ourselves, we'll be more gentle with ourselves, right? So it says, Archangel St. Paul, be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. And I did put this under, I did have it under nonprofit and activism. But today I put my channel under technology and science, because a lot of this has to do with technology and science and what's been going on with my channel, that I haven't been able to keep on doing things that I like to do the way I like to do them. Anyways, so we have here today, we have the Moon Manifesting deck, and I also have the Moonology deck. So we're going to get into the Moonology deck first, because it is a full moon, and Moonology deck is, I feel like the Moonology deck, this one fits more the full moon. And then this one here, Manifesting, it fits more the other, like the new moon. But I will give both, because I've been missing a couple of moon readings. I've missed like the last few moons. I've missed, okay? And yeah, so, but I did give everybody a Christmas message, an Angels of Abundance message for Christmas. And I do love my oracle cards. I do tarot sometimes, but I'm not doing it to predict or anything. It's just, tarot is just energy, earth, water, fire, and air. It's the same thing, right? And it's a story, and the story will tell you what the energy when you're reading, and the angels guide me. They will let you know the energy. For those people that are new to energy readings, because energy readings can be done by anything. Like, you can use your intuition to do an energy read. I can read body language in the people. I can read people's sound, like the way they sound. I can sense that. Like, I can sense energy so strongly that, like, people could be looking the you know, my dad was like that. But yeah, you know, he paid attention to you know, people. Anyways, where's everybody? Now that I'm on the big screen, nobody's here. We're just going to start off with a collective, and I'm not sure if I'm going to do all signs, but we're going to do collective. See if anybody comes in. All right, let's see what is just it. The collective, I mean, it's all the signs, okay? So whoever's going through it, you'll know it, and if you're not, then, you know, maybe this reading is not for you. But these are general, so if you want a personal message, you can donate, give me a little present for Christmas, New Year's, whatever. So everything that is donated to this channel goes back into this channel. I have spent a lot of money on all the cards that I got, everything that I use, everything. So nothing is ever free, right? Really. Look at that. Look at that, you guys. You guys see that? It's not very good in focus. But it says at the end of a tough cycle in your life. So this is what this card was talking about too here. You have overcome. The worst is now behind you. So you've overcome a lot for the people that are in here, and you will be victorious in that. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn, right? So that's about, like, the tough cycle is talking about responsibilities, things that were weighing you down, like that you felt so responsible for, right? That's what it talks about. Capricorn energy is that energy. It's energy of responsibility. That's what that energy is. It is I forget. Anyways, I forget. You know, I'm still learning my astrology and my moonology. I am really into astrology and the moon and moon cycles, and they do help you get through the hard times every month. Like, every month there's like a time where people are emotional, but different moons, different full moons give you different energy. Like, we're in a Cancer full moon, so people might be really, like, sensitive when it comes to their emotions, their heart, their feelings. Things may bother people more right now, like emotionally. People might feel more things stronger with their emotions, whether it's good or bad. Like, you know, people will be a little bit more emotional right now when it's a Cancer full moon. Okay, so that's what. It may be a little bit of a Krabby Patty. You know what I mean? Some people may be a little bit of a Krabby Patty. All right, let's see. What is this cycle? I was going to say what the cycle that is talking about. Our new romantic cycle begins. Libra energy. But if it's not new romantic cycle, balances will be happening in your life. Things will be balancing out in your life. And that's what it talks about. Like right now, there's so like for some of you, like this can talk about like that Libra energy, the full moon, the new moon in Libra brings like romance. It brings like those feelings of romance. Those might be coming back right now. Like what you were planning on doing in Libra Libra new moon or Libra full moon might be coming back now, right? A new romantic cycle begins. So these are timeless. So whenever you feel like you really resonate with that reading, like it feels like your story, that's when you need to say, okay, well, this is my story. And if you like the story and it doesn't seem like your story, and you like it and it's a good story, make it yours. You know, we are the ones that create our reality. I'm just reading everybody's energy that I naturally drawn to me. Okay, so the people that are drawn to this channel or to me, that's who I connect with in energy. Let's see. What else is it talking about here? The end of a tough cycle. What is this end of a tough cycle here? For everybody, Aries to Pisces. What is this tough cycle that we are approaching? And then I'll ask about the romantic cycle that's beginning. All right, so let's ask about the end of a tough cycle. What's that talking about? So, okay, for some of you, you may have doubted yourself a lot. You know, this is confidence is key. So you are the end of that tough cycle of not trusting yourself, not giving yourself the credit that you deserve. Okay. So, you may have felt like, oh, I don't want to be in my ego, but you can be proud of yourself. And that's that Leo energy here. And the tough cycle that is ending here is that confidence is your key to success. So you may be learning that. So whenever you feel really confident, and you do really well. Like the same with my channel. Like if my channel's like, I get this like instant idea of like doing a short and it's fun short to do. And it'd be like cool to do. And it kind of gives you that little bit of like serotonin levels or whatever go up a little bit, right? When you do something fun for yourself that's just playful. And I love doing those little shorts like that. If it has to do with something that I'm doing, I like to make it more fun for people to watch. Like, instead of spending hours on a video when you're not even that good at editing, that can really help you. You know what I mean? If you're a content creator too, make those little shorts, and then that motivates you too. And it starts giving you more confidence of who you can really be if you really wanted to, right? So, and I also wanted to say this, but I was thinking about this before, but someone once said, and it was a very successful person. I used to like go to like meetings in like hotel rooms where there's like nutritional business and stuff like that. I used to be in one of those things. Okay. There was a really rich person there and he was saying, work smart, not hard. Right. So that's what I'm doing now. Doing that with YouTube because YouTube is giving us these other little things. Anyways, I just wanted to tell you guys that. I know that I just like to talk a lot sometimes. And so, but anyways, confidence is your key. So keep your confidence up. And then I'm going to ask, so that tough cycle that you've been dealing with, maybe nobody's seen your videos. Like if you're a content creator, maybe you felt like nobody was catching your videos and there's very important information on your videos. Or, if people just gave you a chance, they might have learned something really good from you, or maybe help them heal, or whatever you do, right? Or even if you do, entertaining content, you may give somebody like a happy thoughts or like some motivation or whatever, right? So that's what you have overcome is like feeling like, everything had to be tough, like everything, just like my camera wasn't working. Then before that, my tablet wasn't working, right? So it's like, then all of a sudden my tablet gets working again when I get a new one, right? It's weird how shit works sometimes. It's so weird. And I thought it was the end of my tablet and then it started working again, like for real. Anyways, let's see. Tell me a little bit more about confidence is your key in the end of a tough cycle. Let's get into this a little bit more. Oh, that's a lot. You're very close to achieving your goals as well. You're very close to achieving your goals. And this is that full, and this is the full moon. It's supposed to be one of the brightest moons of the year, or the first brightest moon of the year. It's like a super moon again. That's what I heard. So Gibbons moon. So you're very close to achieving your goals, and conclusions are within reach. So whatever you are working on, you can reach your goals. So your conclusions are within reach. It's not something that's like, oh, like a dreamland or whatever. That whatever you're thinking, it is within your reach, okay? So whatever you, if you're going back to the, like, you know, doubting yourself, nothing will come of that. And you know that. That's the next card. So it reminds you that keep these positive messages, and don't wait till it's too late either. Like, you know what I mean? Don't try to do it when it's too late. You're very close. Conclusions are within reach. You can reach it. Don't give up at this time, right? See, a lot of people give up when they're just about there. And, you know, they may have gone through a tough cycle. And, you know, and once you just let your confidence shine, but not your ego, but your confidence, and you learn the difference between your ego and your confidence. You know, we need a little bit of ego, right? And you know, our ego can kill shit for us. Like, you know, it can kill a good plan. Like, I'm using that word, but like an ego can really put an end to like a lot of good ideas when you're in your ego. Because you're like, no, you know. So what is it? Okay, I want to ask one more question. What is this that something that's nothing will come of it? What is nothing that will come of what? Unless you bring love into the situation and opening your, you know, be more loving, open, and just more fun. You know, this is what you do. You heal, right? So unless you heal the situation, unless you bring love into the situation, it doesn't have to be romantic love, but unless you bring love into the situation, nothing will come of it. Whatever you wanting here, whatever you're so close to achieving, and you have the power to achieve it. But if you start doubting yourself and you let your ego take over, then that could, you know, when you're like, so like, I feel that strongly, like stubbornness or whatever, like if you're not loving, we need all of the emotion. We say right now is full moon and Cancer. We do need our hearts open. We do need our hearts to be involved, because nothing will come of it if you don't use your heart right now, your feelings, what you're feeling. When we're feeling them is when we're supposed to do something about it. So this is also the card of healing. Aquarius energy. So let go of 2025 and whatever was hurting you in 2025. Give it to God, you know. Give it to the universe. Whatever you know, just give it away. Give it away. Don't want it, give it away, right? Yeah, in the bottom of the deck, new start is coming. And I like literally last night I was watching some of the videos that I like, some of my old videos that I recorded in the full moon eclipse. I recorded some videos. I was reminiscing in there a little bit, going back in that. Then today I turned on my editing system, and then I tried my camera and it worked. So maybe I'm supposed to make some of those old videos from my old footage, right? To remind people of like all the things that we've gone through in this. Like a lot of people have gone through a lot of the same things, right? So you can relate and you can see where you are now, how far you come. All right, let's see. What is this romantic cycle? For whoever needs to hear this, for whoever is drawn to this reading today. Like everybody's scared to say hello. I appreciate you, though. I appreciate you. I appreciate you lots. Oh, another Libra card. Win-win outcome is forecasted. I asked about the new romantic cycle that begins, right? There's a win-win outcome. So you could be dealing with a Libra, or like, you know, court case as well. Like, you know, could be like, I see it as a romantic cycle, though. Like new romantic cycle begins, and it's that a new start is coming. And so you can both win, whatever the situation is. You know, maybe you're both like, oh, I want it my way, or I want it my way. Maybe you can both have it your way, right? Whatever it is. Maybe you both can, maybe you can have best of both worlds, right? By having it both. Having both, having your way, whatever that is. Your dreams need to be practical. You need to be more practical. What do you want? Like, you know, say it, set it out, even write it down. What do you want? Because as soon as you're putting it out there, that's when it starts manifesting. I'm going to get into the manifesting deck, but right now we're just dealing with the letting go of things, I guess, or whatever, like, so that new things can come in, so that this can happen for you, right? I'm still like thinking about like, what was that? I want to ask again. See, there's a win-win outcome. Okay, so I feel like somebody could sabotage something here. What is it that somebody could sabotage here? What is this somebody needs to be careful not to sabotage? Not to sabotage. See, let's see. What does someone need to be careful not to sabotage? See, sometimes we sabotage and we don't even know, right? But luck is on your side. Don't sabotage your luck. You know, Sagittarius energy. Luck is on your side. You are going in the right direction. So whatever you're doing and it's working, keep on doing it. Don't change anything, right? So when it says that luck is on your side and it's pointing the arrow right to the moon, like, you know, that means that you're right on point with something here. And it says your hard work is paying off. I've been working really hard on my channels. I actually am ready to tell my story, and maybe that's why I got this working again, so I can sit here and record my story, right? And then upload it, and you guys can watch it and you know, see what brought me to this, why I'm doing this. You know, everybody has a reason why they do this. Nobody chooses to do what I'm doing here. Like, I could be doing a lot more other things that are more fun, maybe, you know, but I like doing this because I'm helping others. Anyways, so your hard work is paying off. Tell me one more card for luck is on your side and your hard work is paying off. And what is this romantic cycle? Maybe I'm asking too many questions at once. A time for healing. So your hard work's paying off. Luck is on your side, and it's time for healing now. You know, in a new moon that's coming up after this full moon, you know, after you follow some of this like good guidance, time to heal. When, you know, when you can't fully see the moon yet, it's time to heal. That's the time to heal. And then once that's when you're finishing healing up for the new moon, right? Yes, we survive all that, so we're elevating no matter what. Yep. Welcome here. Welcome. Thank you for being here. Bottom of the deck says your dream needs a practical plan. So, you know, be real with yourself. Be really real with yourself. What do you really want, right? A fiery climax approaches. Emotions are running high, right? And because we are in a Cancer full moon, that just makes sense. So I'm going to get into the other deck now. Let's get into the other deck. I love both of these decks. I love my oracles. Like, I can do tarot just as well, but a lot of people seem to think that, you know, it matters. You know, and if the people that I want to heal, I want to focus on the oracles that help people heal. If people want to get a tarot card reading, I'm totally up for that. Okay. So you can order one, email me with your questions, PayPal me, whatever the amount says for whatever you want, or you can make up your own well, you always can make up your own questions in your reading. And that is just a suggestion in the description of what type of reading. But yeah, if you never had a reading, then that might help you, right, to figure out what type of reading to get. But I feel like the first reading, if you never had a reading, you should probably get like a chakra reading. Like a chakra reading is a really good reading to get, because that's like an energy reading. That's like checking at your energy, where you're at, and then I like meeting people where they're at, right? And going from there. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help, because I've gone through my own stuff that, you know, I don't want to be judged for either. You know, and some things I couldn't help, some things I couldn't control, but I was still there, you know. I was a witness. I was never a participant in a lot of the things that I witnessed, but I was a witness to a lot. And I don't want to keep all that stuff to my, all that knowledge and wisdom to myself. It will make me old. Like, keeping all that information, especially older people too. They need to like speak about their wisdom. Go on and speak wisdom. I love listening to old people speak about their wisdom. I start following these like Italian people, and they're cooking. These old couple, they're cooking, and their grandson, I think it's a grandson, is like recording them, and he's obviously his channel or their channel altogether, but it's funny how they all interact. I love watching families interact, and especially when they're cooking and stuff, it's fun. All right, let's see. What does the Moonology have for everyone? What does the Moonology have for everyone? Thank you for liking. I appreciate that. Oh, Moona. Oh, I'm a Gemini. Any Geminis in the room? I love that. I love that when, and look at that. See, Geminis always want to, collaborate with someone. They always want to talk to someone. We are the chatterboxes. We are definitely, I think that if we're considered like an earth angel or whatever, the angels that Gemini would be is Gabrielle. See, Gabrielle, they like to talk, right? Gabrielle, Archangel Gabrielle likes to talk. So for all earth angels and our zodiac signs are saying what angels we are, then I know that Archangel Michael is the air sign, but I think of him as more like the masculine Gemini or Libra or Aquarius. Maybe more a Libra or Aquarius. Yeah. Anyways, back to the reading. Wise, older, yeah. I love wise and older people. Like, I love having friends like that. Full moon in Gemini. Embrace the flow of life. I think I did a reading on that. Embrace the flow of life. And like with that new AI stuff on your tablets and stuff, you can make this picture come to life. Like you can make any picture come to life. And like, I love doing that. I did that with one card. A couple cards I did that with my oracle cards. I brought them to life. Embrace the flow of life. I'd like to take a picture of that and then bring that to life. Yeah. So embrace the flow of life. Like whatever's happening, just go with the flow. Freak, Geminis are the best at going with the flow, man. But sometimes we go too much with the flow and we are too adaptable, because there's a time where you have to set boundaries and say, okay, I'm only going to adapt to this point. And I have my own, not to do things, not do. You have your own like boundaries of what you won't cross, right? All right, let's see. All right, tell me more about this. Tell me more about this. Embracing your flow of life. For the people watching. Happy Monday. Happy new season. Happy new moon. Happy new full moon. I mean, not a new moon yet, but it is a new moon. Well, it isn't. It was a full moon yesterday, so I guess it's going into the moon now. We're in retrograde, as usual. I remember when I first started watching readings, I was like, how many retrogrades are there, right? I didn't even know what retrograde means. A retrograde means, that means like every quarter of the moon is a retrograde, right? So like first retrograde, second retrograde, and then third, fourth, right? So every time that the moon changes, every quarter, the moon changes its cycle, right? That's what a retrograde is, when we're going from one to the other. All right, that's way too many cards. Let's see. Tell me more about this. All right. See, the cards don't come out properly until I'm actually focused on it. When I'm just yapping, they don't even come out. I'm just sit there, shuffle. They don't come out. Step up and lead. So go with the flow, but when you see that you could, be the leader, when you see that you can lead, then do. You know what I mean? Hey, way up, dude. I didn't even notice it was you. You need to stop putting friggin' girl pictures in your friggin' thing. You're not a girl. Are you in transition? All right, so it says forgive. So forgive. Step up and lead. Be the bigger person. Okay, if we're just friends, or if we're just family here and talking, I would say be the bigger person, forgive, right? That's what that means. Going with the flow, embracing your flow of life. Like life changes. Everybody goes through stuff. We all experience stuff. We all do stuff we regret doing, so everybody deserves forgiveness, including ourselves. So forgive, be the bigger person, be the first one to forgive, right? Be the first one to forgive and let your fears dissolve, because that's when the fears will dissolve, like your emotions, all the things that you're feeling that are heavy on your heart. Make time for self-love, Libra energy. Make time to nurture yourself, love on yourself. Do something that's good, that's loving to yourself. I don't know, I always speak so loud. I always feel like I need to, I don't know, I don't know. I listen back to my videos and I always feel like they're too loud. Tell me more about whatever everybody's feeling today. Tell me more about what everybody's feeling today. Leave the past behind you. That's how, forgive and let go and let God, right? Let God judge the end of the everything that happens, right? We are here learning, and people that are not learning their lessons, well, God will deal with them. That's how you got to think about it, A higher power would deal with them, right? So reflect on your priorities. What is important to you? What is your problems? What is other people's problems? Like even when you're watching whatever on YouTube, it will affect you, or TikTok or whatever. Like it'll affect you. Make sure it's affecting you in a good way whenever you're watching. Like, like don't get stuck on the rabbit hole of because that's what the algorithm does. Okay, you watch a video and they'll give you like 10 other videos. It basically just regurgitating the same shit again. So make sure that if you think there's something new in this video, make sure you skim through it, and that you don't get stuck down the rabbit hole of like being sad because you're watching somebody's video and then you're watching all these different videos and all these different people saying different things, and then you end up in your own mind thinking and overthinking. Okay, so that's another thing, because I kind of did that a little bit today. I started watching one video and then I wanted to watch the next one, and then it just sent me like 10 more videos, like basically suggesting that same thing. And then I don't want to see all that, right? Like I just need it, from the real people. Know the stuff from the real people. I don't need to know it from all these other, I'm going to get famous from this. Somebody, I hate that so much when people use other people's downfalls and other people's trauma and other people's pain and other people's losses to talk about them, to make their channel grow. Like it really, really pisses me off. Like it pisses me off. And when they suggesting videos like that to me, and I know there's a lot of other people that are pissed off about that too. I'm just very freely speaking today about everything because it needs to be spoken about. I don't want to see no more garbage, no more brain rot. I don't. It irks me. It irks me when I can't watch something that's going to help me in my life. But yeah. And yeah, so I'm not even going to say the name, because I was going to say that person said too one time, and on one of the videos said, when they died or whatever, don't keep thinking about me. Don't keep doing that. Like, live your life. Like, what I mean? That's what he said. And so, that's what he would want. He wouldn't want all of this. Anyways, anything else that we need to know? Leo energy. New moon in Leo, shine. So shine. It's about shining like a sunflower. Face the sun, recharge yourself every day. Focus on the positive, right? Like, if you're seeing too much negative, brain rot, switch the channel, right? And unleash your inner kindness to the world. I think this has been a good reading. Think it through, Gemini energy. Whatever it is, really think it through. Anything else what do we need to think through? What do we need to think through? What is it that we need to think through? It said shine before that. So shine, release your blockages, and think it really, while you're releasing your blockages, you're going to really think it through, like what you want to do. So while you're meditating, by the way, tomorrow is Monday. Oh, it's Monday technically right now, but tomorrow for me, I haven't gone to bed yet, but tomorrow's Monday, and I'm going to be doing yoga and stretching on Mondays on the other channel, Cast Love 420. So make sure you're there too. Well, I'm going to be uploading it, so make sure you're going to be got your notifications on so you get the video, right? Because videos don't get around as much as lives do, so, or shorts do. So make sure you got your notifications on if you want to follow the yoga and stretching videos. So being real with yourself and releasing your blockages by just really allowing your emotions to flow and heal and balance yourself out. Reveal what needs to be seen, which is kind of like my story. I feel like for me, it's my story. Once people hear my story, I have a couple of them. Like, I'm probably gonna tell one for why I started this channel, and then also why I started the other channel. So I will be telling both stories, but also like what brought me to it. So I will be telling a story, and it might be behind a paywall by then. I don't know. Like, I did promise everybody that I would tell my story when I hit 1,000, but I'd like to have more people just see it right away, and then I don't know how it's gonna go. So yeah, I might have to put it behind a paywall. So make sure you subscribe, so when I do bring that video out, and you guys can really understand where I'm coming from, what I've gone through, what I've overcome. I'll tell you a little part about this channel. I'll just tell you a little part of it, like the reason. I've gone through so much loss and so much pain and so much heart pain and mental pain and all that. I was searching for a healer. I was searching for like someone that could help me. I was searching for answers. I was searching for answers all the time. Nobody had them for me. Also, spiritual answers, like about the Bible, about things. I always questioned, and I asked the people, and then they didn't have an answer. Like they had some little like, nonsense answer. It wasn't even an answer. Same with like healing, counseling, and stuff like that. It was never available. It was never available. And then I was offered counseling 2 years ago, when I've been going through this for like 20 years. 2 years ago. And then the girl that I ended up getting as a counselor, she was very much in her ego. And because I've healed so much on this channel, like because I've done so much healing, and I've been focusing on healing, not predicting nobody's future. I've been focusing on healing and helping everybody else heal. I felt very gaslit by my own therapist that was picked for me. I felt very gaslit, like for real. Like I felt like I could not open up to her. I could not trust her. I felt very awful around her. And that's why I'm here. Okay. So yeah, I took things into my own hands. I took my own life into my own hands, and I didn't count on nobody to tell me nothing anymore. That's what I did. And I got the books and the information and everything, and I freaking went to work. I went to learn, because it was something I enjoyed learning. I enjoyed learning the tarot cards. I enjoy getting into the oracles, and I think that's the best thing that they've come out with for healing. Like the oracles, they are so good to heal with. Like, it has nothing to do with like tarot reading. The oracles don't even have nothing to do with tarot. They have to do with like, some of the oracles have to do with like what people actually experienced in their life. The ones that wrote these cards, right? That's like reading a book, right? So a lot of the oracles have really helped me. and help me help others as well. Whoever is open to listening or has the patience to be listening to what I have to say. Anyways, thanks guys. I'm so glad that my camera's working again. I'm going to make sure that I take the battery out when I'm not using it so that it doesn't expand and blow up my camera. Anyways, thank you so much for being here, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and yeah, go watch some of the other ones. I did Angels of Abundance reading for Christmas, all signs, and then I did a full moon in. I did the full moon in Taurus. I think that was the last full moon I did. You're welcome, Cammie, and everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Much love. All right. God bless y'all. Bye.